Near Matagalpa City in the north of Nicaragua, Selva Negra is a 495-acre nature reserve with hills draped in green year-round. This is one of Nicaragua's prime ecotourism attractions. The forest contains extensive hiking and horseback riding trails and an impressive cloud forest ecosystem. Amidst the cedar, pine, mahogany, and orchids, you'll find howler monkeys, coatis, armadillos, and some 200 species of birds. The area can be explored from the Selva Negra Lodge, a resort hotel situated along a lovely lagoon. On the grounds of the coffee plantation, Hotel Selva Negra has been in operation for 20 years. Eddie and Mousie Kuhl, fourth-generation descendants of the original German settlers who established the coffee industry in Nicaragua, oversee both businesses. Here in Selva Negra, you'll find many unique experiences. From the fern plants as tall as trees, the ecological technology involved in producing an internationally known, environmentally sound gourmet coffee, to facilities for every occasion. Selva Negra offers a little piece of paradise in hosting different types of events. Its location in the cool mountains offers the privacy necessary for business meetings, conferences, as well as the unique charm for a beautiful wedding ceremony. The resort also offers 2 conference halls, brand new meeting rooms, and a full-service restaurant. Whitehall overlooks the same lake that the restaurant sits on. It's ideally located between the restaurant and the chapel. Its interior is decorated in white, making it perfect for wedding receptions. The Whitehall doors open to its adjacent terrace for additional seating and still leaves ample room for the dance floor. On the terrace, guests can enjoy outdoor hors d'oeuvres, cocktails, and a moonlit dance floor. The Whitehall can accommodate up to 350 people. The small and charming chapel has been the site of many unforgettable weddings. It is set on a hill heading into the rainforest of Selva Negra. Gardens line both sides of the cobblestone walkway up to the top. The chapel is built of stone, giving it an antique, charming appearance. It can seat 120 people. Our lodging options include 19 bungalows ranging from 1 to 4 bedrooms each with their own front porch, 4 chalets filled with the history and the aura of the region ranging from 3 to 6 bedrooms, American hotel-style rooms with private bath and shared front porch, and 1 large building that can accommodate up to 20 visitors. All accommodations are designed with special care of the surrounding landscape and have spectacular views of mountains and/or lagoons. Bungalows are individual buildings. Each bungalow has a private porch to enjoy the view of the Virgin Mountains. For large families or groups looking for a residence to occupy for several days, the resort offers a few chalets that, due to their size, location, and/or history, are in a class of their own. The Viejo Ado Chalet was the first building constructed by the Kuhls. The chalet has a wonderful view of both the mountain and the lagoon. The Gretel Chalet, located up the hill from a lagoon, is more isolated than the other cabins, but it also has an unforgettable view. The restaurant is located on one of the resort's small lakes and offers a large deck with an overview of both the mountain and the lake. At the restaurants, visitors may choose from a variety of both local and international foods, including authentic German cuisine. Full bar services are available. Visitors may enjoy a stein of beer while sitting on the marvelous hand-carved wooden bar. Selva Negra has been renowned as a hotel, restaurant, coffee plantation, and nature reserve all rolled into one. It offers many activities for the nature enthusiast, and it is also a perfect destination for those looking to spend some quality time together. 14 trails, 6 of which are designed for horses, make this a beautiful and pristine cloud forest easy to explore. You can spend hours wandering the trails, marveling at the twisted strangler fig, pausing to locate a singing bird, or stopping to admire the beauty of a blood-red flower against the deep green forest foliage. Some of the higher trails offer an impressive view of the rich green valley below. You can also enjoy the relaxation of a horseback ride around the resort or just listen to the sounds of over 200 birds. The howler monkeys, deer, sloth, quail, and guatusas are just a few of the animals that make the virgin forest their home. Toucans, hummingbirds, and goldfinches make the area a bird lover's paradise. A visiting botanist identified more than 85 varieties of orchids. But Selva Negra has a lot more to offer. From the food on the table in the lakeside restaurant to the electricity in the quaint half-timber cabins, everything needed to run this little kingdom is produced at Selva Negra. The best way to see all this is by taking the tour of the farm with Mousie. Selva Negra's coffee process is year-round work. The coffee cycle provides one annual harvest lasting from November to February. The beginning of the coffee exporting starts in February or March, after the first quality coffee has had time to rest, and it's ready then for the trip to the consuming country. Selva Negra estate coffee is Arabic in variety, strictly high-grown. It has been best described by cup tester Kevin Knox, a well-known writer and coffee expert, who wrote, "The Selva Negra estate has provided us with a unique and compelling coffee that combines powerful acidity with concentrated sweet chocolate flavor and voluptuously full body. From selecting the seeds for the nursery, to roasting the beans, to exporting the coffee domestically and internationally, to serving a delicious cup of coffee in the restaurant, every step of the production of Selva Negra estate coffee is handled on site. During the season when the mill is found working, visitors can learn how the shell is removed from the bean and transported without the use of water. The water that is used to push the beans is then recycled. Afterwards, the coffee is fermented and washed with clean water, which has been treated on site. Finally, all the water used in the coffee facilities is treated for use in irrigation of the pasture lands. Pollution is avoided by the use of special machines so that the pulp of the coffee bean can be later used as fertilizer. The pulp is recovered for use in compost and organic fertilizer on the farm. Not only is the mucilage kept out of the water supply, it is actually used in a biogas recovery system that provides cooking and heating power for the farm. And when it's not coffee processing season and there's no mucilage, we capture the gas from the manure of the cattle herd. Biodigesters process remaining mucilage into methane gas, which in turn is used by the plantation workers for cooking, eliminating the need for workers to cut the trees for firewood. By employing ecologically sound processing methods, the streams have remained crystal clear and the forest intact. The next step is to go to the workers' lodging site. Here we see how they live. Some visitors often like to come back to talk to the workers and spend some time with their families. A new school was built on site to replace the original from 1975. And there is a health clinic where visiting doctors sometimes like to help out for a few hours, a free consultation, or bring medical supplies to help the clinic. A stop is made at the workers' kitchen. Mousie shows the reservoir where the methane gas is stored. Visitors can see the flame provided from the gas in the workers' kitchen. Wood logs are also used for cooking. Selva Negra has a water-powered generator for electricity and a dairy farm. The farm is able to provide everything for the workers and their families, tourists, and the 600 people who live and work on this land. There are a lot of small things to see at the worker site, all of which are operated in sustainable ways. Visitors get a chance to see the preparation of the concentrated food for the cattle, done with sugarcane, Taiwan grass, gandol beans, chicken manure, and some other products all planted at the farm. The cattle pass most of their time at the pasture land. This is called intensive cattle ranching. There are about 32 small pasture areas where the cattle will eat all the grass and then deposit their manure. All the areas have drinking water, light shade, irrigation systems, and electric wire fencing. The idea is to keep the animals in the field most of the year and to use their manure as a fertilizer. The irrigation water comes from the water used to wash the coffee. As the cattle eat all the grass, the weed has no chance to grow. This keeps the pasture land clean. This is an economical system and very much self-sustaining. The tour continues to animal installations where visitors see environmental works that are done with their manure. The animals kept here are chicken, geese, ducks, turkeys, quails, pigs, cows, calves, burros, and horses. This area is very interesting to visit as some of the environmental works done here are unique. The excess of cow manure used for methane gas production goes into a pool from where it is taken in a steel tank to the coffee plantation to be used as ground cover or fertilizer. The calf manure is taken to trenches where California worms will decompose it together with the pig manure and make topsoil to be used for the coffee, fruit trees, and flower pots in the nursery. The manure of the chicken is also used as a fertilizer, and the contaminated water from all of this area goes to a lily pond, where it is cleaned and later used in an irrigation system for the pasture land. The animals growing at the farms are used for meat at the restaurant and in the workers' kitchens. From the cattle, we obtain meat, milk, cream, and a variety of cheeses. The pigs are used for ham, sausages, smoked pork chops, and meat. Chickens provide broilers and eggs, as well as the turkeys, quail, and geese. The animal byproducts are all used as fertilizers in the coffee industry. The chickens are kept in a concrete-floored building. The floors are washed once a week with Clorox and repainted with calcium powder and covered with rice husk. This rice husk makes the collection of the chicken manure easier and cleaner. The collection is used afterwards for fertilizer and also as part of the concentrated food for the cattle. The chickens are used in the restaurant, in the kitchen for the workers of the farm, and some are sold. The same with the eggs. The eggshells are used as fertilizer. Chicken extras are used as dog food. The manure is used as fertilizer and for concentrated food. The chicken neck and legs are used to feed the ocelot at the hotel. The feathers are used inside the piles for compost. The flower business section of the farm started with potted plants used for the decoration in the hotel, and then increased into local sales. Cut flowers were the next step, used for the hotel rooms and in the cabins. Mums were planted in the field. Later came the greenhouse, which started the local business. It is very rewarding to see plants grow. The resort is now trying to make this part of the farm also organic, but it is more difficult. So far they have used only organic fertilizers. Sometimes, however, there is a plague, which cannot be controlled with organic products. Flowers are sold wholesale at the local market. The farm grows all types of chrysanthemums, gerberas, lilies, callas, baby's breath, ferns, gladiolas, and others. In the vegetable fields, we conduct experiments on different kinds of growing from the square meter patch to the double digging and extensive planting. All kinds of vegetables are grown. The vegetable field grows all kinds of produce, of which seed can be obtained in the country. They are mainly consumed at the restaurant, some at the workers' kitchen. They are grown organically without the use of pesticides. The fertilizer used on the vegetables is all manufactured at the farm with seeds, leaves, barks, as well as insect repellent plants. Trees are used for reforestation and for shading. The drive continues around the plantation so the tourists can see the 3 different layers of shade trees for the coffee. The trees provide nutrients, supply shade, and serve as housing to many of the varieties of birds and animals that live on the property. We are proud of our ecological projects. These are just some of the revelations of the virgin forest. There are a lot more that you might want to discover yourself here in Selva Negra. For this, we suggest you come soon for a real tour with Mousy.